The challenge now for Reform UK is to build upon the support that they've got already. We've seen some polls remarkably already have them at third, above support for the Lib Dems. But of course now they need to try and build on that and build that support throughout 2023 as we saw throughout 2022. Now, a big poll recently done, it's a big YouGov poll, close to 5,000 people, which is bigger than most polls conducted between the 20th of December and the 11th of January, shows you the challenge for Reform UK, because you see there 15% of those who voted Conservative at the last election were switching to Reform, as are 17% of Leavers. But as yet, no support really, no big switching in terms of Labour voters to Reform. So with that in mind then, Richard Tice, in his latest statement that he's put out, I'm going to play it in a minute for you to watch, has actually turned his attention to Keir Starmer, turned his attention to the Labour leader, and blasting Labour now, saying only Reform UK can be trusted to make Brexit a great success, to stop the boats and to get NHS down to 0 waiting lists. Tice describing Keir Starmer as the master of the U-turn and saying he cannot be trusted. Of course, Reform UK have been hammering the Conservative government, but now turning their attention to Labour. This is what Tice had to say. Watch this and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Trust is so important in politics, but Keir Starmer cannot be trusted. In fact, he's literally the master of the U-turn. When he was campaigning to be leader of the Labour Party, he said he was pro-freedom of movement with the EU. Now he says he's against. He said he would abolish student tuition fees. Now he says he's against. He said he would ban the outsourcing of NHS work to the private sector. Now he says it's a good thing. He said he'd renationalise the utilities. Now he says he won't. He said he would scrap universal credit. But now he says he's against it. And the implications for Brexit are really serious. This man, Keir Starmer, cannot be trusted with Brexit. After all, he says now he doesn't want to rejoin the single market. Don't trust him. When he says he's not going to rejoin the customs union, don't trust him. When he says he doesn't want to rejoin the European Union, do not trust Keir Starmer. Only Reform UK can be trusted to make Brexit a great success. Only Reform UK can be trusted to stop the boats. And only Reform UK can be trusted with a bold healthcare plan to get down to 0 waiting lists. Keir Starmer cannot be trusted. Only Reform UK can be trusted to make Britain great and to make Britain work.